Hey guys, it's me, the dude who talks, and welcome. So for today I'm going to be talking about the new album from Loose Sutures called A Gash with Sharp Teeth and Other Tales, which is out now through Electric Valley Records. So a little bit about them. They were formed in 2019. They're a four-piece heavy garage fuzzy rock band with an added bit of deviancy from Sardinia in Italy, and they consist of Antonio Pilo on guitars and vocals, Giuseppe Hussein on guitars and vocals as well, Marcelo Merida on bass and percussion, and last but not least, Marco Angius on drum and vocals. So A Gash with Sharp Teeth and Other Tales follows on from their self-titled debut offering, which I've actually spoken about in a previous video. So with that all out the way, it's time to ask the question like we always do. Did I like this record or did I hate it? Well, let's find out. So we'll start with the album opener, which is called White Vulture. This song is completely instrumental, and upon first listen, it tells me that they kind of shifted the sound just a little bit, delving more into psychedelic rock, and it's a bit of a slow burn of a song, and there's not much fuzz in it. However, if you think they have abandoned the fuzz altogether, well, you are mistaken, my good friend, because that comes back tenfold towards the end of the track. So the next song, Stupid Boy, comes on, which gets things going with a much more punk vibe, like in my opinion channeling influences from the Stooges and MC5. And also listening to this song, it reminded me of She's Got a Reason by the Dogs, which was a minor hit like many moons ago. Also with the song, it feels very energetic, it's fast paced, and there's even like a bottle breaking halfway through the song. The fast paced nature of that song isn't limited to just that song, and there's a couple of songs which do this as well. For example, Animal House and obviously Superfast. So Sonny Cola starts off with this like cool laid back 60s vibe, sounding a bit like a kinkier version of the Kinks in my opinion. However, throughout the song they use this like loud fuzzed up riff that breaks it up a bit and gives the song a bit of teeth. I like the kind of contrast between the softer and heavier moments of it. I think it works really well. And also there is a solo from Marco Nieto on this as well. I hope I got that name right. So talking about this album in general, it's definitely a step up from their self-titled album. I feel like they're working towards creating their own sound, which is all good, but you've also got to have the songs behind it, which have got to be really good. And one example of that is the song Last Cry, which is like a hard rock number, very Queens of the Stone Age influenced by me, especially with the solo they used towards the end. Also, carrying on from this is the song Mephisto Rising, and this has a riff on the song that makes the song sound really sinister and feels like it could be on a soundtrack for like a 1960s exploitation film, though you could argue that all the songs on this album could belong on a soundtrack like that as well. The album definitely concludes with the two-parter Death Valley, the first part being like very like fast-paced, and the second part being more like the instrumental song at the start, White Vulture, being more slower, more psych influenced. So, do I have any nitpicks? Well, I don't have anything major to nitpick about this album. I really enjoy it, but maybe with the slower songs that bookend this album, which I'm not saying they're bad or anything, but in my opinion, I just think it's like one foot in one direction and one foot stuck in the other. But maybe that's just a case of them still finding their own sound. Overall, this is definitely going to be a good opinion on this album. I really love the raw punk fuzzy sound that they've crafted on this album, and there's some really great strong songs on this album too. And I've got a sense that Loose Sutures are making a name for themselves, especially with this album, and I'm excited to see them expand on that in future releases. So that was me talking about A Gash with Sharp Teeth and Other Tales by Loose Sutures. Have you picked up this record yet? Please let me know what you thought about it down below in the comment section. Like always, if you've enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe. It really helps out. Also want to quickly plug a couple other things like my socials. I'm on Instagram and Facebook, so feel free to give that a like and a follow. I'm including links to them in the description section. Also, I'm on Buy Me a Coffee, so if you're feeling generous and you want to just throw some money my way, feel free to do so. That would be greatly appreciated. I'll be including a link to that also in my description section. So that is it from me. I've been the dude who talks. You guys, as always, are fucking awesome. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you soon.